as the electric vehicles continues to gain the popularities and the role of the battery technology that becomes increasingly very much important among the consumers and the automakers. Day by day, it's gaining its significance in the battery technologies. That is the backbone of this electric vehicle industry growth and the development of this industry. The electric vehicle owners wants to be able to charge quickly and drive a long distance. That putting those companies like Tesla, Nissan, Toyota in a race to invent the most efficient battery on the market. If you are thinking about those purchasing an electric vehicle, you will be benefit for understanding that difference between the electric and gas powered gasoline engine and various types of batteries that makes your battery last longer, and the future of this technology. The auxiliary battery that provides the electricity to the power the vehicle accessories, and the electric traction motor that use those electricity to drive the vehicle wheels. That's the driving force that becomes the electric vehicle to move forward, and that produce those electricity and that deliver those electricity to the electric traction motor, and the charge port that connect the vehicle to an exterior power supply so that the auxiliary battery and the traction battery pack can be charged when required. And the thermal system, entire thermal system of this automobile devices or those car components that makes the motor and other accessories from overheating and that's prevent, and the power electronics controller that manage the flow of those electricity from the traction battery pack to the motor vehicle. When you look at the different methods that used under the hoods of gas and electric cars, it becomes clear that the electric vehicle batteries are more efficient than thermal combustion engines. And traditionally, the gas-powered cars from stationary to moving through the chemical process of combustion or burning, it involves creating energy by mixing the fuel and the oxygen, which is sparked by the vehicle ignition. That energy allows the system of gears to go into the motion, which ultimately propels the car in a forward directions. And the electric vehicle, on the other hand, don't rely on a system of moving gears. The battery pack simply delivers those electricity to the motor through the controller, which creates those magnetic force that gets the wheels turning, and the system requires a fewer moving parts. The electric vehicle are able to generate more torque than gas powered vehicle, and the power from the battery that goes directly to the wheels that allow for the instant acceleration. The model by Tesla that, for example, you can say that they can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in only 2 to 3 seconds span, and that's the efficiency and the ability of this motor that, and the engine that speed up those scale from 0 to 60 miles per hour in the merely of 2 to 3 seconds time span. The type of battery that used for storing those electricity that depends on the maker and the model of the electric vehicles. The type of electric vehicle battery that is used in the market currently or future market will be driven by those. That it is important that if you own an electric car, the chances are being powered by the lithium-ion battery. That is the technology currently being used, and that is the most foolproof proven battery technology for the electric vehicle industry. As we all know that the electric vehicle industry's backbone is based on the battery technology, and this lithium-ion battery will produce the best result till date based on those latest technological advancement and the development in this electric vehicles segment or the battery industry, that the lithium-ion produce the best possible result. And these batteries, which are also used for the portable electronics like cell phones are most commonly used those electric vehicles because they are the lightweight and they have the high energy efficiency. Plus, they perform well in the high temperature. The LED acid batteries are the safe and cheap options since they have a short lifespan and a weak cold temperature performance. They are currently not only used for the secondary power in a commercial electric vehicle, that's the uses of the secondary power storage. And in hybrid model, the nickel metal hydride batteries rely on the fuel to be recharged, and rather than an external plug-in, they offer a comparatively long life cycle and a little maintenance. And they are also expensive and heat up quickly when exposed to the high temperature. As a owner of an electric car, there are few steps important that can take to maximize the efficiency of the battery and allowing that to keep it for a longer, charge less frequently and drive a longer distances. The electric vehicle battery will most likely need to be replaced after 12 to 15 years, but the one way to conserve the energy in your battery is by driving those at a slower speed. Whenever possible, higher speed drain the battery faster. So by using the side street instead of highways, whenever possible, you can save the electricity and cut down on the charging time or uses of those batteries. That's the process that should be followed to maintain a higher lifespan of the electric vehicle battery. And a simple method for the prolonging battery life is parking in the shade. Like high speed, high temperature cause batteries to work harder. When parked in the sun, your car has to use its thermal management system in order to keep itself cool, drawing electricity from the battery. And the electric cars are continuing to grow this popularity, and its popularity is ultimately enhance its market value, the demand in the market. But the important factor is that with the less maintenance and the greater driving ranges, the electric vehicle technology is making a life easier for the consumer who previously relied on gas power vehicle to travel, to work and pick up the kids from the school. And looking forward to the introduction of this new battery technologies that will play a huge role in the competition between automakers like Tesla and Nissan. In order to draw the attention of the consumers, the companies are individually working to manufacture the batteries that provide the highest level of range and storage space. There is no secret that the electric and hybrid vehicle market is experiencing a high level of growth, particularly as the consumers become more aware of the global sustainability issues. Not only do electric vehicles help the environment, it is environmental friendly. Protect the environment, they are becoming more viable from a cost perspective because it's a lower maintenance cost, very easy to handle, easy to use. A low maintenance cost will drive for a better output and result for a long term, and it also have a very much long tenure, and that's why this particular market has been experiencing a high and rapid growth in this market. And the common factor that preventing the consumers from purchasing the fully electric vehicle is range anxiety, but the concern is not being able to do long journey, lengthy charging times and lack of charging point, the charging station, and those charging infrastructure also may cause for a little much of hindrance or obstacle to shift towards a complete electric vehicle industries. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.